From very early on, I know I wanted to do medicine. All I've ever wanted to do is to give out my time to serve the underserved doing pediatric anesthesia. So I took English classes, then did medical school, graduated, lived in the Galápagos Islands. I was a primary care doctor right there. Then I took on the journey of all the examinations and tests that you have to take to come to the US. So I applied and I matched for anesthesia. That was the happiest moment of my life. But unfortunately, 1 or 2 weeks before heading there, I've never had heartburn. I've never had H. pylori. I started having a bad abdominal pain. I checked my weight. I had lost 50 pounds. So being a physician, I was like, young patient, losing weight, not eating much. This might be cancer. Gastroenterologist was overbooked. So I reached out to them and I told them the story and they said, we're gonna do the scope tomorrow. Woke up and my colleague that I had been working with, my boss, they were crying. And I knew it was bad. So I was stage 4 diagnosis with peritoneal metastasis. So I went to the OR that same day after I got diagnosed. Got placed the port by my colleagues. They aspirated about 2 liters of bloody fluid from my abdomen. I had the port in there and I had no time to lose. I had to start chemo as soon as possible. Came to the US to accomplish my lifelong dream. It was 13, 14 years in the making, all for this. And that was the hardest part, feeling like my dream was unfairly stripped off me, but something that I had no control whatsoever. So I have a big family. When I got diagnosed, somebody told me, you had a cousin that died of stomach cancer at 32 years old. I didn't even know the person. Lynch Syndrome. Tested me, tested my father. I got it from my father. Thankfully, my other siblings, nobody has them. I started losing weight very fast. I went from 145 pounds to 90 pounds. Couldn't eat. I am alone. I'm single. I don't have any kids. I had my first chemo alone. I had my second chemo alone. My parents came in. A sister of mine came in. I was too weak. I couldn't walk. I couldn't eat. I couldn't drink because I was at a point where my prognosis was 2 months to live, and I knew it. By the 5th cycle, I stopped having ascites. I stopped having fluid. I started eating. I started gaining weight. I went back to 145, to my original weight. Miraculous response. And by that time, the FDA was in the last step of approval of a new drug, sulbituximab. They tested me for receptors. I was 97% positive. I wanted to have surgery to have my stomach removed. They went in, you're not gonna benefit if we do surgery right now. 6 more months of chemo. I accepted that, but unfortunately, because of healing and some issues with insurance, denied 3 of my treatments. All in all was 2 months without treatment. The disease came back like a wildfire. Fluid again, pain again, can't eat again. I was seeing patients at this time. I was working because, I truly think I could be off, but this is my calling. Then it got to a point that I was vomiting 30 times a day of pure bile. My esophagus couldn't deal with it no more. My boss, they touched my shoulder and told me, you don't have to be a hero. You need help. So we walked together and I got admitted to the ICU. I was in the ICU for 3 months with my mother and my dad sleeping in a mattress near to me, crying. And my mother accepted the fact that I was gonna die. I was gonna die in that ICU because there was nothing else to be done. But Vilo got approved. I was one of the first patients in the world to have it, and I had to go and get chemo and started the first Vilo. I almost didn't tolerate it. I was very unstable. My blood pressure was low. I decided to do not intubate, do not resuscitate, just help me die. I cannot stand this no more. My oncologist said, well, we'll do a Hail Mary. We'll add a drug for colon cancer called irinotecan. We're gonna push the immunotherapy, and we're gonna add the solvituximab. Still, I was in the ICU bed answering questions from other patients that have the same condition. That's what gave me the will to keep going. April 23rd comes in, 5th round of Viloy, did my own trials, tinkering with the tubes and everything. I'll clamp this. If I clamp and I don't vomit in 24 hours, I'll let people know. It worked. I called the radiologist. I told them, call my cancer doctor. Let's get contrast in there. Squirting contrast, get a scan. Within 3 days, I was eating again. After 3 months, I was eating. I started eating, going places. I was discharged home. So after 10 weeks or even more, I cannot even remember of having this NGN. It's finally coming out. And my tumor markers have been negative for 7 months straight. I am clinically a full, complete response to immunotherapy. Finally. There's no medical explanation. This is miraculous response. So they actually call me Miracle Man at the hospital. And the plan for now for me is either continue on immunotherapy indefinitely because it keeps it at bay. I don't have any more metastases. My liver's clean, my lungs clean. In January, ring the bell, finish chemo, continue immunotherapy, which is much more bearable, and go inside once again. And probably do HIPE, which is like chemo in the abdominal cavity. And ever since, I've been working full-time as a resident, seeing patients in clinic with the pump. In the Quran, there's a verse that says that God wouldn't put you in a battle that you cannot withstand, and with hardship in life comes a lot of ease and growth. I've grown so much more as a person, as a physician, knowing the pain and the suffering that this is, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally. So I am there for them, and I try to make it the best experience possible. I am graduating in 8 months, God willing, and after that I'm starting anesthesia. It's like I have so much joy, gratefulness and happiness every single day, and I thank God when I open my eyes every single day. And I get to take care of people and help people in need.